All right, so what are you thinking about right now on your love journey? What are you thinking about your last date? What are you thinking about an upcoming date? What are you thinking about the person you're communicating with right now, but you're not really sure where it's going? Well, last night as I was going to sleep, I was starting to think, okay, what video do I want to talk about? What's the topic for this week? We are just about to have a Valentine party. And I was thinking about all of the amazing energy of our group, all these wonderful people I'm here to support and encourage. And it popped in my head, what you think is what you bring about. So whatever you're thinking about, you're going to bring it about. The mind will manifest what is meant to happen, and we have to protect that. We have to be sacred in how we're saying things, what we're doing, what we are projecting to others. I am Jack Willen, professional matchmaker and founder of Discover Love Matches. As a professional matchmaker for almost 9 years, I have to say so much still is in the mind. The head, the brain is the most powerful tool of all. And we have to really own our role in it. If you find yourself starting to slip and tell everybody else it's their fault that nobody will go on a second date, you're still the common denominator. So you have to stop and think, what can you do differently? How can you change how you communicate, project yourself, show up for dates? If you walk into events and you feel like there's never anyone to meet, then you have to think about how are you entering an event? How are you socializing? How are you interacting? If you are feeling frustrated that you keep asking people out and nobody wants to go out, you've got to step back and look, okay, how am I coming across? How are other people doing this? And it's really in your mind. If you believe this is possible and that there is still a great love waiting for you to discover them, then it will happen. But if you constantly fight with negative thoughts, down talking comments to yourself, or the people that are loving and supporting you the most and telling them they're all failing and nobody else is helping you enough, then you really have to look within, because what you think about, you bring about in every sense of the world. You can be manifesting money, you can be manifesting great health, you can start your day in a different attitude with joy and possibility. But you know, one of the things that happens, the longer that people are dating and getting nowhere, they tend to blame it on all the other outside influences. And they get very frustrated because each date is a disappointment. They walk into that and they just can't find anything nice to say. Well, we have to remember the other person has a choice if they want to enjoy the date too. They took time out of their lives to meet with you, so there was enough interest to intrigue them to want to meet in the first place. So you have to stop and really think about this. What are you doing to prepare for your own success? Or what are you doing to prepare for your own failure? See, that seems like something kind of counterintuitive, but the truth is, I believe in all my years as a matchmaker, people like to have somebody else to blame for why it's not working. But I brought so many couples together because the ones that surrender to it, they let the process unfold, they understand that they might be super ready to find their person, but that doesn't mean their person is ready to be found. Maybe it's just going to take a little bit more time. Timing is everything. I will promise you that when it comes to building the right opportunity to meet someone. Chemistry is so interesting. It's a fascinating process. You could be in such a flirty mood and the other person has just had a bad day at work and suddenly it's not a good match. But if you met under other circumstances, I can tell you, you guys would be a home run. So it's really about what power and control do you have? So before you walk into an event, you walk into a date, before you start messaging with somebody, before you walk in anywhere that you have a potential of meeting somebody new, check yourself. Think about your attitude, cancel out your negative thoughts, release your insecurities because nobody wants to date that, and really own your own power to make the shift. What you think about, you bring about. So the question is, what do you want to be thinking about? So what do you want to bring about? I would love for you to subscribe, comment below. I love your likes. And let me know what it is that you are doing to really be desirable, attractive, wanted, because I can tell you that no matter what anybody uses as their reason they don't want to go out again, if there was some connection, chemistry, pull, little sizzle, they would move heaven and earth to have a way to get to know you if you would just let your light shine. But if you spend energy telling everybody how this wasn't quite good enough, the space wasn't bright enough, there were too many people, there weren't enough people in my age group, there was not somebody with the right attitude, I didn't like how those people dressed, you're not attractive. I'm just going to be honest. So what do you want to do to shift your attitude and make a change? The coolest thing is that I host so many great events. So I get a witness when a client maybe had stinking thinking one time, shows up the next time with this amazing, inviting energy. And don't think you can fake this. You got to own it. You can't come in there 2 seconds ago bitching about life and then walk in and act like you're a little happy and go having a good time because you put yourself together. You got to practice this. You got to shake it off. I often say, park a few blocks away, take a little walk, enjoy relaxing, maybe go get a drink ahead of time, have a little appetizer somewhere else so that you're in a good mental place. Don't feel rushed trying to get to an event. Give yourself a time to align yourself. Give yourself a moment to get in the place you want to be, because game on, ladies and gentlemen, you have a chance every single day to meet somebody magnificent, to let them see why they cannot let this chance of meeting you pass on by. But you also have a chance every day to make somebody want to run away. So if you're using the word disappointment, or you're using the word of, oh, everybody else is letting you down, or you're thinking negative thoughts, time to turn them around. Own your choices and show up for this great life, because your mystery person is wondering what's taking you so long to turn your attitude around and make room authentically for your great love story to begin. So if you're coming to one of our events, shine bright. Walk in. Don't care if your match is there, because you never know who's going to introduce you to who. And you also, if you're local here, you might just spark some match ideas, because I'm going to see how well respected you are to everybody else. If you are going to any gathering, own it, walk in with pride, have a good time. You're getting ready to go on a date with somebody new, even if you already think, it might not work. You go in there believing it will, and who knows what's possible. So I am Jacqueline, your professional matchmaker, here to support you every step of the way. And I just want you to remember, what you think about, you bring about. So if you need a little refresher on your thought process, take responsibility, own it, and get ready to open your heart to real love. Looking forward to supporting you every step of the way. At Discover Love Matches, we focus on finding love, enjoying love, and keeping love. Talk to you soon. Let's keep this conversation going.